What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Goes back again for another video, and today what I'm going to be doing is like a little recommendation. I'm going to be talking to you guys about one of my favorite manga series. Now this is a little bit older. I know it's been out for a while, but I haven't checked it out until kind of recently. I actually checked it out probably this year, maybe like in March, when I was still living in California. I had this job at this hospital, and what I did was I was security, so it's a lot of time just sitting down, right? And I used to read mangas all the time online on the computer, and well, I do that with a lot of stuff. Like what I do is I'll read the comic or I'll read the manga online first, and if I like it enough, then I'll just go out and buy it, or I'll get the collection or whatever. This is definitely one of the ones that's going to be on that list. Now, the manga that I'm talking about right now is Gantz. I think that's how you pronounce it. G-A-N-T-Z. Gantz, Goots, Gits, however the fuck you say it. Anyway, bruh, this manga, best way to describe it:
walking around, singing, dancing, working, living in the nude. Bucket naked. You can see they public hairs, watching them perform in the nude. Titties, ass, free, walking around bucket naked.
It's really good, man. It's really good. So much action, so much blood and gore and just grotesque violence, just entrails and heads being exploded and guts getting ripped out and just it's raw. It is raw. I'm talking about whatever definition that you think you have of raw, I need you to double that and give it to Gantz. Because man, look, you talking to a guy whose favorite story of all time, manga otherwise, is Berserk. And Berserk is raw. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to throw shade on Berserk or nothing. But Gantz, bruh, the level of absurdity that is in that story is crazy, bro. I think, like, I'm not trying to compare the two, but I think Gantz even have moments that make guts go like, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is intense, bro. And it's not just the action itself. See, this is where they greatly differ. Now, you see with Berserk, the story is amazing. It is so good.
Oh, that's that good shit.
The storytelling, the writing, like, you know, how everything is set up, where everything is hopefully going to be headed. Like, the story is just so good in Berserk. Now, in Gantz, the story isn't as good. Honestly, I think the story is probably one of the weakest aspects of it. Like, you know, and it has a cool concept, but the story isn't really that good, if I'm telling you the truth. Like, you know, the characters are cool and the concept is cool. What they do with the concept is that when people die, they pretty much like wake up in this apartment room in front of this huge black ball, and the ball is called Gantz. And what the ball does is gives them instructions on what they're going to be doing for the night. Now it says that they're fighting aliens, but these are the most inconsistent, weird. I mean, how are we supposed to know what aliens look like, right? But bruh, like, man, they be fighting some stuff. Like, it's one part in the story where they fighting like these Buddhist statues and stuff. It's another part in the story and they fighting like these statues from like Greece, like Greek art and stuff like that. It's another part in the series when they're fighting against actual dinosaurs, like big ass dinosaurs. And it's this other part, like in the beginning of the series, they fighting against these creatures that look like they got onions for heads. Now they call them aliens though. Well, not them. Well, yeah, the characters too. But Gantz the ball, he calls it aliens, and they get these instructions on what they're supposed to kill for the night. It's kind of like a video game, man. Like they die, they wake up, the ball gives them these dope ass like tight black suits that enhance their strength, and then they get like all these weapons and stuff that shoot air that, you know, has a delayed reaction, but you know, you still fucking explode if you get popped by. Like, it's crazy. I know me explaining this right now to y'all probably just got y'all like, if y'all haven't read it before, but bruh, the absurdity and the craziness of Gantz is so good. It's unpredictable. You never know where it's gonna go next. It is so violent. Like I said, I can't stress this enough, how violent and raw that this series is, man, you probably gonna think I got some issues for recommending this series to you. Like when you read, you gonna be like, this nigga told me to read. But bro, it's so good. It is so good. I love good action. I love violence. But most of the time, I love violence and gore and stuff if it has a good story to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? Like Berserk. Because if I just like seeing that stuff, then something would be wrong with me. But I gotta say, man, in Gantz's case, I do not care about the story. The action is so good and absurd and just over the top and crazy that carries the story for me. I like reading the next chapters just to see what the hell is gonna happen next. Like, bro, it is bonkers, bro. It is so random. Like vampires, bro. Like, I can't even explain to you like the level of absurdity that just happens in this story. It is so good. And I would compare the level of deaths that happen in this series to like Game of Thrones, but I don't really even want to utter that series in my mouth for how it ended. You know, like it lost its relevance to me. But as far as deaths go, I guess I can kind of compare it to that. But I think it's even challenging Game of Thrones when it comes to the death factor. Like, bruh, people die left and right in this series. It's not even a joke. People die so much in this series. It's hard for you to get attached to anybody because so many people die so quick. It's like so fast. It's so intense. It's crazy. But man, Gantz is a great series. I don't know what you're into, but I'm telling you right now, if you like good action, unpredictable stories, raw, likable characters, just fight scenes that are just out of this fucking world, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like superpowers, it's not like shooting out blasts and fighting like that. It's not like Dragon Ball Z. Like, it's not like that. It's intense. Like it's crazy. I don't know how to explain it. I wish I did, but you just have to see it for yourself to know what it is. And yeah. Whew. I think I just said everything about Gantz that I can. I mean, like it's like I want to go into more detail, but I don't want to spoil it. It is one of my favorite series, so I might do like reviews on the volumes, because you can kind of like, you can binge read it. It is a lot of chapters though. I ain't gonna sit here and act like it's a short series. I think it got like 300 or some chapters. But yeah, man, check out Gantz if you into anything close to what I just said, or if you just curious, give it a look. You might find something that you do like. The art is great. You know, it's a lot of nice things to look at, and not so nice, but but yeah, it's great, man. I love the series, man. Now it's you know, it's been finished for a while now. They did have an anime for it. I haven't watched the anime, so I can't really speak on that. I don't know how good it is, but I hear the anime ends like right on a dope arc, like on one of the best arcs of the series. I hope it. I heard it ends right there, and there's a lot more of the story to tell. So I hate animes. I mean, at the time it came out, it probably didn't have like, it probably just went all the way up to the source material. But I like stuff being finished. So I mean, if you're a big fan, you can watch it up to there and then just read what happens next. Like, I can't speak for the quality because I haven't seen it for myself. But they have this Netflix movie called Gantz on Netflix, right? And it's computer generated CG, and it is epic as fuck. But you're only gonna like it and understand it if you've read the story up to that point, knows what happens, because the continuity is all over the place, and they do not do a good job in explaining what exactly is going on, where they are in this point in the story, and what's happening. Like it's a clusterfuck. Like I said, if you haven't read the story, I don't recommend that you watch that movie. Even though it got good action and everything, you are going to be lost. All right, but yeah, man, that's the best I can say about Gantz, man. As far as a rating goes, like I said, since the story isn't really that good in my personal opinion, like the concept, but the story itself isn't really that good, and a lot of the characters aren't really likable. Now the main character, he gets a whole lot better as the series goes on. You know, he does have progression and growth. He gets a lot better as it goes on. But and there's like I said, there's some likable characters in there. There's a few characters that I like, you know, but as far as the story overall, like I said, the concept is good, but the story itself, I can't really give it that high of a score. I don't really like it that much, and that's like the backbone of any series. So if I was to rate the whole thing, you know, not really taking into account the story because it's a little weak, but everything else, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10, man. Check it out. Like I said, check it out if you into anything even close to what I said just now, and even if you're not, you know, read the first few chapters, and because it don't take long to get stuff rolling. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna get you interested and wanting to see what's gonna happen next from reading that first chapter. Like, you're gonna want to keep going. So yeah, man. Anyway, this has been Thingos giving you guys my little quick manga recommendation for Gantz. I'm going to be doing more recommendation videos like this, just sharing with you guys what I've read and what I think you should check out. I can only speak from my own personal opinion of reading these stories, but yeah, man, I wanted to start out with Gantz. This is one of my personal favorites. I'm probably going to be doing Berserk next, but that's going to be a lot more to talk about since I am a huge fan of Berserk. I'm probably going to make like 5 parts to that. It's so much to dissect and talk about with that story. It's ridiculous. But anyway, hope you're having a good day, night, wherever you are. And until next time, guys, peace.